exam today, and I'm going to tell you about that. It's okay if everyone has an epidemic, including you. Stay at home. Then teach you a set. It's where you're supposed to train. How to practice. Okay, guys, to teach you this set. Is it because of table tennis training? He is a system. He didn't mean you. For example, just hit a dozen. He sometimes causes one more injury. You know what, balls? So I will teach you more today. Let's say after you've practiced a certain skill. Then what technique to practice? What skills to practice? Okay, guys. My main answer today. Let me tell you a little bit about this. Hello, good evening. Come in, group friends. Let's pay attention. There is a lucky bag. Everyone in the upper left pick it up. Then the group friends who come in like it. Okay? Group friends. Hello, balls. Hello. Balls, good evening. Pay attention. Then double-click the screen and like it. Like it. Just click the screen if you know it. And you know what? Just click the screen. Just give me a like. You know what, ball? Ha ha. Today I will go to everyone first. Tell me how to train. Because you see, when we were kids, we went to training. Let me start by telling you about our training when we trained as children. I started practicing at the age of 4 when we were little. What should we practice first? I need to choose a game that suits me first. We have to choose the auction first. At first, you see some of you. Did some people in our live stream take a horizontal board? Some people have cardboard. It's called cardboard. Look. This is called a horizontal shot. You know, it's called to kind of straight about it when we were kids. I also review. How did I practice when I was a kid? I'm over 4 years old. When you are over 4 years old and less than 5 years old, tennis. And at that time, we pick the field that you can bounce the ball again. Then you want to juggle the ball like this. When you bounce the ball, the coach will look at you. The coach will watch. Hey, you have a board. Why are you holding a horizontal card? When I was a kid, when I took the board directly is the straight card. Right here. I'll take the straight card and because I can't take the horizontal board. So from the very beginning, and then finally hit the straight plate. You know, but I was really short when I was a kid. Then the coach said it was not suitable. It's not for straight cards. You have to let me play horizontal boards. I won't take the red envelope. I chose the direct shot method. What about the way he plays the straight shot? The quality requirements in all aspects will be relatively high. He will demand that your psychological quality be better. Ask your hands to feel it. Understand. Then ask for your various. Like stress resistance. On the spot. Do you understand? It's not 1.7 meters taller than me now. 1.7 meters tall. Am I 1.7 meters tall? You can see the effect from the video. Maybe not that high. If I'm real, I'm 1.7 meters. There is still a gap between the video and me. What about when I was little? When you practice, you're like a straight board player. Everyone about like a straight athlete, he wants to feel in his hands. Then ask for this psychological quality. Stress resistance involves asking the brain. It is required to be more horizontal than this. It's going to be very demanding. Do you understand that you are more like a horizontal board and a straight board? It's just more of brain power. Including this is the first 3 boards. Then I feel it in my hand. There are more of these. You know, there are more. So what? When I was young, I finally chose to play the horizontal board. And he said, I'm not cut out for this game. And then finally, but I'll just take cardboard. Then when we were kids, before the coach will watch you first and let you juggle the ball. Just bounce. What about bouncing? One is to test the athlete's feel. Then I take it. As soon as I took that board, I feel really good in my hands. You know, but my explosive power is poor. I belong to this. I think my own explosive power is not very good. And then, but slowly, explosive power belongs to that kind of. For example, among these athletes at our level, as far as explosive power is concerned, belong to this veneer. Feel very good. Then my flexibility, including my sense of space, is very good. So I hit a straight board. You are like the selection of materials. Publicity requirements shooting. Is it now? The requirements for muscle quality and requirements are relatively high. This explosion. Just work hard alone. This kind of explosive power and requirements are particularly high. Friends, there is a lucky bag in the upper left corner. You can get a lucky bag. Then you can get a red upper left corner and then come and click the screen and like it. Circles. And I'm going to tell you about it today. It's just how to practice. you know? Because he has a set when training. Systematic. That's what happened when we were kids. That's what I was just telling you about. Isn't it a material selection? The choice of materials is very important. I chose materials, you know? And then I ended up prominent about the cardboard. It's the first 3 boards. And then serve, right? Balls take serve. Infield short ball. Are you like a short ball in the platform? This could be a mirror image. I'll adjust it a little bit. There is a lucky bag in the upper left corner. Everyone can go and get them. Balls. There are lucky bags and red envelopes in the upper left corner. The advantages of the first 3 editions are such a short side pendulum, right? Forehand pick, backhand twist. These are the advantages of this straight card. Right, what are your advantages? Like a horizontal board. You see the advantage of horizontal shooting. More of a continental ball. More like continental balls. It's called a continental ball. 100 speed. This kind of ball belongs to the mainland. What about his encounter short ball? One of his disadvantages. It belongs to this. Understand, circles. And today I mainly want to tell you about me. The master is today so you are fast. All adapting to my childhood. Why are you so interested in training? Then, how should I practice when I was a child? When we were kids practicing. At first because it was very short. You think I was only 4 or less than 5 when I practiced. You can't reach the table. Let's start with forehand. Go and practice freehand movements. Make this move smooth first. What will the coach say? Then turn your waist and bend your legs. Left foot in front and right foot in back. Receive forehead and finally the forearm. You have to practice forehand first. Do you understand? All techniques need to be trained from the forehand first. If you guys come in, let's pay attention. Ball friends, come in and every pay Wednesday, attention. Saturday week. Live stream at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Every Wednesday Football and friends, Saturday at 9 p.m. Pay in the upper left corner. Everyone there is a lucky bag. Then practice forehand. There's some movement in the forehand. When you hit the forehand, I didn't practice pulling the ball first. Do you know what to practice first? Then we'll start practicing the backhand first. The coach will tell you how to play your backhand. It starts with pushing, you know? Practice pushing first. What you say when you push. He's going backwards like this. He's not going left to right like this. You know, he's practicing pushing first. You have to go on stage first. Because that's how you practice. Then when the backhand is done, then start practicing what? Hey, heavy hand 1. Hit another one. This is it. This is called then start practicing. If you move a little bit, start practicing to points. It's called gravitational swapping. You know, pony, this is called center of gravity swapping. You start doing your backhand. Backhand practice to backhand dials twice. You know? It's got to move. Because I was lazy when I was young. I was lazy when I was young. I was able to move my legs when I was a kid. It's just that I feel good. I feel good in my hands. I don't want to move my legs, you know? So when I practiced the footwork of my legs, I practiced more. You know what, brothers? Teach everyone what you usually do. That's in yourselves, like at home. Or do you want to learn table tennis? Then there is our live stream. There are so many people who want to play table tennis. How are you supposed to train? Then what are his training steps? Which technique to practice first? And then which if you have some technical practice. And let's say you practiced Let's say you don't know how to play it first. After serving the ball, and you're very susceptible to certain joint injuries. Then you want to improve later. It feels a little harder. Do you understand? If the little sister comes in, pay attention. Can you give me a wave of attention in the upper left corner? Click the screen and then give me a lucky bag in the upper left corner. Everyone can also pick it up. And then, I'm going to start talking to you officially now. Okay, guys, we're up now. We're officially going to lecture everyone. Ball friends, okay? And where's my lower right corner? There is online training by me. It's a system. That's what I did from childhood to adulthood. How did you practice from childhood to adulthood? To follow for each technology? Everyone can buy according to their own needs. After purchase, one shot will pull you into our online group. Can you ask me if you have any technology later? To their own situation. Let me tell you first. What to practice first? Go practice forehand bowling first. Go practice forehand bowling first. You see, because when we were kids, I just started playing table tennis. To practice both first. In bowling, you see the pace is more important. Do you see the left foot in the front and the right foot in the back? Left foot in front. Your feet are a little wider than your shoulders. Wider shoulders. Then put your hands in front of you. Turn waist, turn waist. Because of the legs, he's very important. It's just turning your waist and legs. Belt your waist very important. Belt hand, leg, belt waist, belt hand. If you play ball, you receive money and your forehead. Received forehead. After receiving the forehead, weight then like your elbows and your body. Because some people play basketball. Is there any one of you who plays basketball? It's just that they play more with their hands. Then that just doesn't use the waist and legs. Be sure to use the waist. The leg, you see, it has a center of gravity exchange. You can practice it later to advance. You practice forehand. It's when you zoom in and zoom in. You will use it better. Apply to this, the body, and your own feeling of pushing your legs. This sense of power. Do you understand? What shall we practice first? Forehand first. You're attacking forehand, and if you're doing something wrong, when you get to pull the ball, he will make you unstable. And then what he causes, like shoulder pain, then cause back pain, knee pain, leg pain can cause this pain. You know balls. Therefore, everyone must understand this basic essentials principle. Of the action are very careful. You know, all the group friends who come in, please pay attention. There are lucky bags and red envelopes in the upper left corner. And there you go, the essentials of forehand He's bowling. Got his left foot in front and his right foot of gravity behind. Should be low. Hands in front of you. Turn around, see? Turn around and my hands won't move. Turn waist. The legs you can see that the leg is slightly bent. Can you see it? If someone plays like this, that is, you see him standing so straight. Play ball like this. What I told you was wrong. Look, be sure to bend over. He has to turn this leg around. See? This knee is a little buckled in. Turn your knees like this. Turn your waist. Look at my hand here. As soon as I turned my knee, my hand is turned around. See? As soon as I turn my knee, my hand comes over. You know what, balls? And then you turn around, you know? After turning around again, you need to charge points. You know what? Use your right leg to hit the ground again to collect points. Because of this initial exchange of gravity. He is important. You know what he started? This exchange of gravity is very important. Don't just pull with your hands. Then when your action is, you can feel it from your legs. The legs are passed over to the final upper body fit. The leg can pass. Did you hit the ball in the forehead at the end? And finally, the coin. Come over with tape and hit it on the forehead. When you feel like you're playing like this, can hit 30, 50 balls. If you can hit 30 or 50, what should you practice? Let's move on to the next one. You know what? The next technique is to practice the backhand. It's time to practice backhand. Backhand. Some of the balls were backhanded, maybe sideways. The balls have balls. We can hit the pushers. Both have. But we can practice backhand next. Let's talk about the backhand of the cross first. Today, I'm teaching your whole training process. Circles. I am teaching you a whole training process today. Which step should you take a closer look at? Do you know which step should be used for training? The balls then hit the backhand. Don't you think this is a backhand cross hit? Backhand. There are many people who just want to learn and practice. Right? Balls? Backhand cross hit. Let me tell you first. The first one is the thumb platen. And then his auction line lights up. His auction line cannot be said to be pressed. For example, if you say it's pressed, when he hits the ball and you watch me hit the cross, I don't have a batting surface. This is the deadliest thing about cardboard. He didn't hit the ball. He can't rub. He has no way to rub it. How do many people play basketball? It becomes dug out. Did you see that? It becomes dug out. That's not right. You know? He is very easy to log off the internet. So he wanted to solve the problem of going offline. He can only dig and add the arc. So it's not right to say that. So you must have a batting face guide. You know? This is very important to hit the face lead. Then press the sign with your thumb. Just buckle the index finger normally. Hold the back 3 fingers. Did you read the silver plate? My center of gravity is still such a state of forward drive. He doesn't stand up in all the games. Neither stand up straight. They're all curved. Have you seen them? But if you play backhand, did you see his 2 legs? He's kind of in a parallel state. Whether it is a straight board or a horizontal board. The backhand of the horizontal board is also slightly parallel. Understand? Circles. And then when you lead the auction, is using your shoulder as a control. Go and practice the backhand push first. Practice the backhand push first when you're done pushing. This is called C. It's called a silk ball. Then when you practice again, like my backhand doesn't have that. In the video of Douyin, a certain sound. Don't you have this backhand draw? This draw is my backhand. It's a little bit like whipping. That's called smoking. That's more advanced. If you need steps, what should you practice first? Pushing first. If you look at the push, his whole movement, it's a little smaller. Okay. guys. You see the action of pushing. He is a little smaller. Be sure to practice pushing this first. Is to let you hit the ball first. And then, a little bit like this. If you push, it's more with your wrist, you know? If you push, use your wrist more. You like to slowly push this after you push it well. You add a little forearm when you practice silk. When you finally smoke, you need to add a little waist and hips. Add a little more waist. Let's teach you how to push first. Circles. Let's teach everyone to practice pushing first. What about the importance of swinging? Did you see it? This wrist of his? His wrist. His wrist is hit more wrists. Did you see it? More wrists. Elbows are not up. Because if the elbow is up, he's a silk ball. Wrist. He's forward. See? 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, like this. Where does he go as a control ball? This thumb. Thumb platen. Thumb platen. The backhand is very, very important. You know the thumb press. Then there is a problem that is relatively common. What's the problem? It's the index finger. It's a lot. Do any of you guys play with this? Pat your index finger. A backhand is a backhand. If you hit horizontally, does anyone play with your index finger? A few points hit horizontally by cardboard. The first point is the index finger pick. The first point is the index finger pick. Once the index finger is scratched, he just didn't shoot. Did you see it? His most taboo words. It's just that this shot is not available. Flat. If he becomes flat, he is very easy to log off the internet. Who created this backhand strike? Created. It's Wang Hao, right? It's brother Hao, right? Because of its backhand direct shot. What should be the backhand of a cross hit? Should be pushed down. He shouldn't have been this handcuffed. He should be pushing. So the surface of his backhand is crucial. The first is not to use your index finger to deduct cards. Then the second ball. The second wrong point. On the contrary, is it easier to appear in horizontal play? It's the back finger. Did you see it? He's standing up. It's like that. It's a push. You see, this grip, like pushing, he's not right. The back finger is wrong for him to stand up. The correct back finger is 3 cards. It sticks to the rubber. Hold the base plate with your middle finger. Is this correct? That's correct. The taboo is that the fingers stand up. This is the second point. Third circle. The third is to hit the horizontal board. Raft when hitting backhand. It's not good to play in the frame because you backhand once you get into a fight. If you turn to the forehand, your wrist will fall off. You know what, circles? The third taboo point for backhand is grafting. Once you are grafted, if you turn to forehand, you see, he will become in a state of losing hit with your forehand. These 3 points are particularly bad. And then there's a fourth one. What is the fourth one? Right foot in front. Did you see it? Right foot in front of the ball like this. You know? Right foot in front. If the right foot is in front, people steam it for you. And you can't beat it no matter how much you beat it. To follow a technology behind. He's going to connect. Right, guys? Players, these 4 points are taboo for backhand. Do you remember? If you remember, let's go down. Let's go down. Then what should you practice in the future? What to practice? Okay. If we all understand the ball, let's deduct one. If you think there is no problem, let's deduct one. Right. If you say you don't think there is any problem, we can deduct one, dear. No problem. Then we go down and down. Things like what I've been talking about today. We have it in our course. We have it in our courses. But it's going to be much more than what I'm going to talk about. What I'm going to talk about now is just a set of processes. Down below, after you backhand. What about after the backhand push meeting? Do you practice heavy hands or do you practice ball selection? Practice center of gravity exchange. Center of gravity exchange. What is gravity exchange? Barycenter switching is you will move. Will move. That kid sometimes plays ball. Some of them are incongruous. He has people he moves. It is more sufficient and flexible. What is the next practice center exchange? This is called movement. Use your legs to kick the ground. His movement still with this. This action of forehand push. Go for a walk. Understand, because you haven't arrived at this. Can you let go and pull it? Not yet. Understand. The balls go to practice center of gravity. How to practice the exchange of gravity. His weight is more on the legs. If the legs are your legs, you're going to kick. Okay, guys. If it's your legs, you're going to kick. How do I pedal? It's the right foot, you know? Right foot to left foot. Right foot to left foot. Look at this pedal. Look at me. And I turn around. Did you see my legs? Because a lot of people can't his pace. No footwork. Look at that. After the forehand is done, after he turns around, all over and he just kicked over. He's normal. See, he needs a spring to hit him. You know what? He's going to hit it with a spread. His two legs are playing the right leg and pushing the left leg on right leg on left leg. But he must be in such a state of coordination. Got it? Balls. Then the next one finish this. Then what to practice? Practice backhand footwork because of the footwork. Are there any of you who just can't move? Are there any balls? Does anyone have? People just don't move. It's especially during practice. The legs feel like they won't move. It feels okay in hand, but the pace doesn't move, does it? If there is, we can deduct a ball in the live stream. We can deduct one in the live stream. You must go to the training center to exchange footwork. Be sure to go to the training center to exchange footwork. It's very important to play table tennis. I see a lot. I see a lot of them, guys. Yes. I see a lot of friendship. And then the pace of prosperity. How to practice the pace of prosperity. Also left foot on the back and right foot on the back. When you have the foundation of the previous one, you can practice your current skills. If you don't have the foundation of the previous one, you are extremely incongruous with your current technique. Enclave. Okay, guys. And then backhand. Didn't I teach everyone how to push the wave with the backhand? Did you see the backhand too? Backhand too. Backhand is practice. Backhand one, middle one. It's the backhand one and the middle one. Heavy hand is heavy hand. One forehand, same with the backhand. Same with the forehand. Looking at the pace of the backhand. This is replaced by the left leg. This is replaced by the left leg. You see, after the fight, after playing, you move your legs after playing the ball a little. This is what I did slowly. Normally, if you speed up a little, move your legs when you're done. As soon as you the heavy hand is to kick the ground with the right leg. Is to kick the ground with the left leg. Guys, the heavy hand is to kick the ground with the right leg. The left leg. Guys, after practicing these two steps, how did I train since I was a kid? I'll tell you now. Then what to practice? It's time to practice one backhand and one heavy hand. But he stays on the foundation of, still on the basis of pushing waves. Or on the basis of pushing waves, I haven't practiced pulling the ball yet. Because how many years do you think I have been playing for over 18 years now? 19 years. Basically, every day's practice must be able to achieve 7 or 8 hours. 18 years is almost 19 years in total. So the balls say the technology we have today is cumulative. Didn't you come out after a day of practice? Balls. Then the next one is to practice the backhand. One forehand, one footwork conversion. Okay, guys, how do you do this step? When you know this, you will kick the ground left and right. After you hit the backhand, hit the forehand again. Backhand. That is, if everyone has time to practice with people, like serve multiple balls. For example, we serve multiple balls. Serving multiple balls. You can also practice these techniques. If you can practice again, you can get a backhand and a heavy hand. One backhand and one heavy hand. Mainly, where are these things? The weight is on the legs. The legs are the most crucial. The center of gravity is on the legs. Never put it in your hands. Do you understand, dear? Hey, let me take a look. Let's interact with you, balls. Pay attention when the balls come in. Pay attention when the balls come in. Then double-click the screen to like it, balls. Hey, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more. How to play with your left hand. If you play ball with your left hand and pedal the ground, I want you to use this the other way around. If you are the other way around, don't use this right foot. Use your left foot. Do you understand? Use the left foot. What's the action of the horizontal shot? Straight and horizontal are the same. That is, you can see that the straight shot is the same as the horizontal shot. It is also dialed forward for the forehand. The same is true for the forehand. Straight and horizontal just like are the horizontal same. Board. He will just play the mainland group. There will be more. Backhand. I don't think too much about backhand crossplay. But if you hit horizontally, there are only a few. So good. So I just told you. One is that you look at the 10-finger buckle 8. 2-1 is that you must pay attention to the shape. 3-1 is the finger on the back. Never say yes. It just stands up like a push block, you know? I see I can serve both left and right hands. I serve with both hands. This will not. I would also hit my left hand. I can also hit my left hand. I'm definitely on par with my right hand. That's a bit too bad. This must be a bit too bad. You have to shoot horizontally in the bottom game. I didn't say that the bottom game has to be horizontal. Yes. He's just a play, you know? That's it. It's just a way of playing. You know, sometimes, like me, I play straight. There are some people who play horizontally. He is a player. There are some people he still plays. He's trained in a different system. If you play the traditional way of straight and horizontal shooting, even if you follow me to learn, it will be no problem. I'm anti-religious. Is anti-friendship. I'm going to teach you something today. It's the steps for you to train. When should you? What kind of training should be carried out? Then how to make a judgment. Do you understand that? Is this what achieves this effect? Well, I see you took a left-handed free throw one day. Left-handed free throw one day. When do I throw a free throw with my mirror image of the screen? That is a mirror image of the screen. Because after all, sometimes he mirrors him. It's just a video effect. You follow. What you really see is still slightly different. You know what, balls? You are still a little white. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What I'm telling you right now. From the very beginning, we've now talked about prosperity. One line up. He started practicing little by little. And you know what people think. Some people may have a slightly lower level. Some people may be at a higher level. Oh, Uncle Guo gave me so much heart. Thank you, Uncle Guo. Hello, Uncle Guo. It's been a year since I started self-media. You have been supporting me for almost a year. Thank you all for the gifts. What I'm going to share with you now, that was my training throughout my childhood. You know what? That was my training throughout my childhood. It's how I've been training so far. Because of the backhand. Isn't there a backhand now? After you practice these, we will practice rubbing the ball. Practice rubbing the ball. Don't underestimate rubbing the ball. He has a lot of skills when rubbing the ball. And you know what? He has long skin. There are white shorts and yellow skins. Right? Side pendulum. Of course. The horizontal board does not swing as much as the cardboard. He will have more shorts. The skin length should be skimmed. How about starting from the basics? Just what to practice first. Practice rubbing the ball first. Practice rubbing the ball first. Do the basics first. Little by little it gets harder. Thank you all for the little gifts. Thank you. Thank you for your little gifts. Just practice slowly. For example, a technology. How are you going to judge yourselves? Are you going to practice for advancement? Let me tell you about it. Like your forehand. You, for example, you don't play for half an hour. You don't fight for a day. There's a ball next to you. Bring it over. Next to you, bring the ball over. When you hit it, it's very smooth. You're ready for the next technique. It's this thing that's already engraved on yourself. This is the heart. It doesn't mean that you have to train repeatedly. Only talent can. Because of his muscles. Do you know this playing muscle? He has this muscle called muscle memory. Like you watch this forehand we practice. Isn't this a forehand pull, right? Don't you think this is a forehand ball? Let's practice this forehand. If you think we would train then. Over and over again a day, just these things. Let me tell you about it. What is our training plan? Well, you can also listen. My training plan when I was in the provincial team. It is the first forehand activity. Do forehand activities for 5 minutes. Activity 5 minutes. Backhand activity 5 minutes. Pull. It's mid-platform. To pull means to pull on the middle stage. You know? Yes. The first plan after pulling it out. The first plan is to hit hard. You can choose to be heavy. Pull to thirds. Pull to thirds. You can choose to be forehand. For example, the indefinite point of the whole Taiwan forehand with the national platform practices because a lot. It would be more advanced. When I was in the provincial team, it was all fixed points. Then practice the forehand movement. What is running position? It's called 3 o'clock. It's called 3 o'clock. And there's a crossover on the forehand. It's called a 3-to-3 run. And then down. Then we will prevent. just to prevent the other
Because
party.
we are also in the national
It's
team.
better to be in the
When
province.
we professional athletes go to training,
They practice with each other.
then we will guard against each
The
other.
other party pulls.
And then when this records
the
the
plan.
first plan is 10 to 15 minutes.
It takes 30 minutes for two people
This
to
first
fight.
plan is over.
Then we'll hit plan 2.
Do you know what the second plan is?
serve rush?
Serve rush. The serve rush is the combination of the whole
Platform.
whole
The third
platform.
plan will hit 100 speed. Visu because when the provincial team and the melon team, they all have a certain professional foundation.
You know
all
what?
have a certain
The
professional
indefinite
foundation.
point of hitting the whole
The main
platform
practice is 100 speed
is
conversion.
to switch that middle.
like a backhand, forehand main practice conversion.
Every day these plans are repeated.
because we started.
For example, when practicing this
I can
technique,
hit. However, when it comes to going to a higher level, he's going to deduct the details. You know?
you have to deduct this detail.
Like, because when you come over from ping pong balls,
he is tall, right?
balls, he has high, he has low. There's a front and a back,
You
right?
have to practice adjusting according
Am
to the
I
ball.
being a little more professional?
Balls.
Do you think it would be a little more
Because
professional?
I'm telling you about
That's
this.
how we usually train. Today happens to be a set of systematic ones. Tell you how to train.
I will also share this with you.
my own.
This one.
These plans we usually train with the national
Can I
team.
tell you about it?
I can understand.
Okay.
I'll tell you about
Then
it.
we will practice
Speed.
100.
What I said today is a little more
I'm not
professional.
going to
focus on
I
technology
focus on
today.
sharing.
Okay.
Well, at first, you
why
know
do
what?
athletes take their time?
At this level,
he is in this
then
state.
he will improve little by little.
He practices the same techniques over and over
He
again.
practiced repeatedly.
Repeat. Look at my current knowledge and understanding of table tennis.
When I was a kid,
For example, when I first joined
When
the
I
national
first joined
team,
the
national team,
you know
I
what?
was over
Just
14
over
years
14
old. My
years
understanding
old.
of table tennis at
he
that
is
time
completely different.
I also practice 100
I
speed.
also practice 100
I still have
speed.
to practice 100
I
speeds
also
now.
practice a
then
white
I
plane.
know now.
What do I need to practice?
I'm going to practice some
Practice
adjustment.
some
I will
transitions.
identify some of my own shortcomings. Then the problems that arise in the game are closer. In training, there is one such. There's not too much disconnect. Then when I was 14 years old,
I
the state
first
of
joined
that,
the
I just
Guangdian
want to
team.
keep practicing my strength.
And you
I
know what?
just want to keep practicing my
It's
strength.
because
I feel like I'm the power. Not
so
so
good.
I've always wanted to practice strength.
Then
when it comes time to play
he
the
will
game,
have that feeling of not being able
I
to combine.
don't know if you have this.
Sometimes I train
very well with my forehand. Exactly one pull can pull 5
Instead,
100.
you can
pull 150 of
But
these.
when
When it comes to the game, he can't combine.
And then what about the original time?
he probably didn't say anything about the understanding
deep
of
he
this
might
ping pong
sometimes.
ball. Because every opponent
Look,
is different.
how
How
many
many people are there in our live
There
stream
are
now?
now
More than 750
Each of
people
you
in
has
our
a
live
horizontal
stream.
plate.
Some people are straight. Some people are born. Some people have long-term
Every
relationships.
one of him
is different. His style of
Why
play
does he
is
say
different.
that sometimes
Just
he will?
can't combine.
He
can't combine because it's just that everyone plays
His advantage
differently.
is
different. You know, his strengths
It's
are different.
impossible
to say it's the same ball as me.
this
I can
ball.
follow my own imagination.
It's
impossible to hit him
So
like
you get
this. older. Then after the experience
Is
is
it
rich.
more
experience now? Now you know. It's about how I'm going to hit each ball.
Would be more reasonable.
Then you will be more resolute and decisive. If you practice like us now, you will practice turning
There
points.
will be more stepping and changing points.
And you
This
know what?
is
Very combined with the
Because
game.
after
practicing these his
3
requirement
points,
for the whole sense of space,
we
you know,
will
adapt quickly. Won't say because.
Just
because our touch is particularly subtle. Including our requirements for equipment are also
Just like the
particularly
board
high.
I'm
playing now. Including our rubber.
including us brushing the sponge.
These are demanding. So that's it. If he practices more now, he will practice some.
If you add details to it,
there will be a lot of details.
But when I
first went to practice, it must be from these. These are very basic skills to practice. Because the basic skill is to lay the foundation.
It is relatively
because
strong.
you have no foundation.
It's hard
for you to go further down.
Balls.
You know? Do you think what I said is okay? It is. This is probably how I trained myself. And I'm just going to
How
share
did
this
you reach
with you.
this level?
I'll tell you about it. If you have children you want to raise, you can also learn from it. Because after all, it's the way I've come, okay? Yes, because after all the way I've come, everyone can also go to themselves. Yourself. So look at what I'm teaching you. Why start from the basics and go to jail? It's because your foundation is not strong. I know that. You say if I haven't experienced this myself, I dare not teach. I know that. If you say, look, we play ball. When I was little, I would pull, like 30 boards. 50 boards, I pull there. My foundation is not solid. As soon as I got to the game, I played 9 to 9. My hands are heavy. And you know what? Why do you say that strong hands are scooped? Because when it comes to the game, we have a lot of pressure when we play. Do you understand? Very stressed, very nervous. When you are nervous, the ball can be pulled normally, but by 9 to 9. It's just a very ordinary ball and I can't pull it. Why? It is because he did not lay the foundation well. So say this. This is important. And so I'm going to tell you again and again. Which step should you follow at each step? Step by step to train like this. You know, circle. He got up step by step. Instead of saying rough from bottom to top. And he went up. There is no such shortcut. And you know what? The circles are like this. So that's it. It's good for everyone to practice table tennis. I also want you to play some skills. Be patient. Then everyone must focus on exercise. Mainly sweating. But just to mention, you must prevent this kind of injury yourself. It is necessary to prevent injuries. If you play the ball incorrectly. For example, using force alone with the arms, if you don't use your body to particularly susceptible to injury. Because someone sent me private messages. Tell me about shoulder pain for a while. Some muscles are torn. Some knee pain is more. So you must prevent injuries, you know? When you know what happens when you're done with the top spin, be sure to practice backspin, underspin. What's a backspin? That forehand backspin. Forehand backspin. His lead will be slightly lower. His friction will increase a little more. What to practice after the heavy hand friction ball practice backhand backspin. See, backhand backspin. Backhand underspin the ball first to practice the feeling of rubbing all the backspin eating balls. The ball. Let me tell you one. What do you need to experience with all the backspin balls? Experience more friction. It's the feeling of the board staying on the ball for a long time. It's called friction. You know, it's called friction. It's eating the ball. The more you rub. If he pulls this ball past, he will spin more and more. The feeling he pulled over the opponent would also be harder to defend. When these are done, what can you practice? Rub 1+1 backhand to choose. Backhand, rub 1+1 backhand to choose. Understand? Then the forehand is the same. Rub 1+1 forehand to choose. Backhand, rub 1+1 forehand to choose. It's the same. When these skills are developed, practice further. Practice picking a backhand one. Then pick one forehand with the backhand and one up. Conjugation. Put it together a little bit more. His steps are like this. He is practicing step by step. After you have practiced one by one, you can add 3. That's it. Understand? The balls were thrown sideways. No matter what the technology is a step. You are like, for example, you ask me, for example, stream, how to rush this punch. I'll be honest. It's too one-sided. It's just hard for us to answer. It's hard for us to answer. Because first of all, I don't know what your foundation is. I don't know how far you have practiced. And you know what? He is sure of anything. He has a system for practicing football. Start with the basics. Little by little, advanced going up. It's such a set of processes. Okay, guys, like we would train. That's exactly what it looks like. So everyone goes to practice or play ball. It must mean a little bit. Have a little patience. Hey, wait a minute, a little bit. How to catch the ball basically. The catch is easy to understand. How to catch the ball. Catching the ball is more of him if he's a judge. More than that, he's a judge. If you come in, you can pay attention. If you have any technical questions today, I can also communicate with you in the live stream. Okay. What about training? I'm going to talk to you today. From forehand to reverse disturbance to push wave to lower global. This is how he practiced. His process is like this. Don't ever say anything like that. You have to train me. Some people are me. As soon as someone comes up, they have to practice. Some people, you may not be able to practice indefinitely. You know, now. You'd better do something first. Backhand twice. 2 points. 1 backhand. One in the middle one,
one
you
backhand.
know? You follow me. Why are you rubbing the ball so much? Screw on duty horizontal hit screw pull. Basic training method. Basic training methods, these things like what I've been talking about today,
in
our courses. And what about me?
It will also be us every
what
time.
What about these things in the live
Share
stream?
it
With our group. Yes, it will be shared with our group. Guys, are you asking me so many questions? Let me tell you. Do you have any pain?
You know
or
what?
Where do you say you grind bubbles? There are all kinds of essentials. Understand
these
things. I can't do it during the live broadcast. I'll give it to you one by one.
hand
over to you. Because he said these things like this. I'm telling the truth. He can only say that it is aimed at this golfer across the country.
See,
it's just
Instead,
something wrong. I told you today.
Some points
a backhand error. The mistake is a little low. His backhand
He
must
has to
not
stand
be
up.
pressed.
Have
You know?
class.
To one of his 3 fingers behind this one. Never belong to this vertical. Do you know it below? It must be thrown tightly.
Balls,
you know? You can. There is pump to touch the ball course.